Hello friends, welcome back. Today's story is for everyone, no matter your age. So find yourself a comfortable spot, maybe pour a cup of tea, and let's take a gentle journey together. Our story begins in a small, quiet town, the kind where everyone knows each other's name. The streets are lined with little brick shops, each with hand-painted signs and window displays that change with the seasons. Recently, times have been a bit tough. The economy wasn't doing so well, and some shops had closed their doors. But even so, the air in town carried the scent of fresh bread from Mrs. Harding's bakery, and the sound of Mr. Bell's old accordion floated out from the cafe on the corner. Our main character, Clara, lived in a tiny cream-colored house with blue shutters and a little garden that stayed bright, even in the colder months. She worked at the town's small bookstore, which had shelves that smelled faintly of paper and cinnamon candles. The shop wasn't selling as many books lately, but Clara kept the place warm and inviting, with soft music playing and a little jar of complimentary cookies by the door. Even though the world outside the town felt uncertain, inside Clara's little circle of life, there was still kindness, hope, and the quiet magic of simple things. One crisp morning, Clara walked to the bookstore under a pale blue winter sky. Frost glittered on the rooftops, and her breath puffed out like tiny clouds. She noticed that the streets were quieter than usual, but she also saw Mr. Bell sweeping his cafe steps and waving, and Mrs. Bell sweeping, Harding carefully tying ribbons on the day's loaves of bread. Life, though slower, still had its rhythm. Inside the bookstore, the fireplace crackled gently. Clara set out the day's fresh batch of cookies and lit a vanilla candle. Soon, a little boy named Oliver came in with his grandmother. They didn't buy anything, but Oliver spent an hour sitting cross-legged on the carpet, reading a picture book about a brave fox. Clara didn't mind, in fact. She slipped a bookmark into his hand as they left, telling him it was for the next chapter. His smile was the kind that warmed the whole shop. Later, a man stopped by to sell homemade scarves. Clara couldn't afford to buy one herself, but she offered him hot tea and a place by the fire to warm up. They talked about the old days in town, about how businesses had come and gone before, and how somehow the town always found its way back. Weeks passed, and though the economy didn't magically improve overnight, something beautiful began to happen. The people of the town started quietly helping each other. Mrs. Harding sent day-old bread to the cafe for free sandwiches. The cafe offered free coffee refills to anyone who stayed a while. Clara began hosting story afternoons at the bookstore, where anyone could come in, sit by the fire, and listen to tales no purchase necessary. One snowy evening, as Clara locked up the shop, she looked across the street and saw families walking together, bundled up, smiling in the glow of shop windows. The town wasn't wealthy, but it was rich in something better: kindness, connection, and care for one another. Clara knew hard times would come and go, but moments like these were what truly kept a place alive. She smiled, pulling her scarf tighter as snowflakes landed softly on her hair. Thank you for joining me today, friends. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and come back soon for more cozy, heartwarming tales. Until next time, stay warm, stay kind, and take care.